You speak in your profile on LinkedIn of bridging the gap between IT and procurement. How can procurement bridge the gap? How can IT bridge the gap? What is the gap that exists?
Yeah, so the gap is just a different set of skills, right? A different set of priorities and definitions, language, culture, essentially,
Mm,
right?
mm,
So I think it's really about uh, understanding the other function as best as possible, so that together you can create more value than alone in your separate worlds, right? So, for a procurement organization, the best way to do that is to ensure you know who on the IT side is the application owner for the applications that you use, or the modules that you use within an ERP, for example. So who's your procurement IT business partner, or your business process expert, or your process owner? There's a bunch of different terms, but who is the person that's responsible for that portfolio of applications? And then you want to make sure you start developing that relationship, right? You want to have a partnership with that person
mm.
and with your respective teams as well, right? So as a head of procurement or a CPO, or even a director of a category, like you're going to have to know, okay, how's the IT team that serves procurement? How are they structured? How do
Right.
requests for changes come into that team? How do they plan their capacity, et cetera? How do we get the most value out of that based on what we're trying to do with our business objectives? And then you want IT as well to understand what you're trying to do with procurement. What are your business objectives? Where are you heading?
Right.
So that they can lend their specific IT skills to achieving those objectives, right? So like, you shouldn't be expected as a CPO or as a procurement team to know what a middleware is, how interfaces work, the software development lifecycle. What's the difference between an incident and a request? Like all these different types of things that are
Right.
more IT specific. So that to me is the gap, right? Is bridging those two worlds, so that we can benefit the business, and by achieving those objectives that you have in your procurement department, supported by IT, and then
Yeah.
that contributes to the overall company objectives, right?